What's up, people? What's up? It's your boy Osama DJ Saba2 Britishnerdz. How's everyone doing? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever time zone, country you beautiful people are basically at. And of course, if you're tuned into the podcast, listening to me and not viewing this video right now on YouTube, then of course, what's up? Hope you people are enjoying my cool North African, Gemini, Algerian, sexy voice, man. So Spider-Man issue 6 is cool, it's dope. It's actually a fresh new arc. We get to see old characters making their appearances back into this beautiful issue 6. It basically kicks off with Peter Parker getting back to his life as Spider-Man, doing his thing with Mary Jane, and just really feeling that something is really off with certain situations that are happening in the world that I don't want to go into because I don't want to spoil the book for you people out there. The book is actually centered around the man himself, Boomerang, who plays a very, very big part in this comic book, with the man himself, of course, Wilson Fisk, otherwise known as the Kingpin. Peter Parker does not trust, basically, in this issue, that has no trust for Fred Boomerang, and we get to see basically why he has no trust for him in this comic book. We get to see a part in the book where Boomerang takes Peter Parker to a place that Peter Parker is like, yo, why have you brought me here, bro? He takes him to a bar, and the bar is filled with nothing but supervillains that Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, has basically put behind bars on a daily, weekly, hourly, secondly basis. So interesting to see basically how Peter Parker interacts with these criminals. But in the meantime, while he's actually there, Wilson Fisk is planning a very, very big plan against basically Boomerang. He basically just wants to kill him, wants to take him out. And we get to see more of why Wilson Fisk, has that much, I guess, hatred for Boomerang. But overall, it was a very, very cool book. Really enjoyed it. It's totally amazing. But overall, I just love the way it's been. I love in this issue the tone, the way it was written. We get to see a cameo from a certain character that's been that's been out of the books for a very, very long time. But it's interesting. It's really fun to see how Peter Parker and this really hates Fred, aka Boomerang, but Mary Jane's like, you know what? He's actually a cool guy. Like, leave him alone. Like, he's cool. This book, I have been loving this book. Every single issue of this book has been totally amazing. Total beast mode. Amazing, sick, gritty, savage mode, dark, amazing, and just basically it's been just super, super, super cool. So basically in this issue, Rex, from the last issue, it's not a spoiler, has fused with Eddie's symbiote to make Eddie's symbiote Venom super strong than it was previously before. And basically this whole issue is essentially Venom and Eddie and Rex combined together as one symbiote, going against God, the God of the actual symbiotes, who actually wants to take Eddie's symbiote so he can basically fuse with the symbiote and be free from the cage that he's been kept in. And the whole book is nothing but carnage, blood, guts, fighting. There's lots of twists in this book, a lot of twists and turns. That has a very, very surprisingly crazy ending, which I was like, wow. But to actually see Venom being basically tested to the untold max in this book has been totally amazing from issue 1 to issue 6. Just to see him basically fusing with the man, with Eddie. Just to see Venom and Eddie fusing with the other symbiote being Rex has been a total blast, man. To see the increased strength, stamina, healing abilities. Venom has become a completely different character since he basically fused with the Hive and since he basically fused with Rex. But I really love it. I love just the whole psychological warfare of this book. Like, to see what makes Eddie fear, to see what makes him tick, to see how he's been going crazy from issue 1 to issue 6. So seriously, from issue 1 to issue 6, basically, it's just been psychological warfare throughout this whole book, man. And I really love this book. I don't want to say too much on how this ends because it's like I said, it's a straight arms house, a straight fighting from beginning to end. And I love the way Ryan Stigma basically illustrates Venom. Amazing beast mode. I mean, like, check this out. This ain't a spoiler, but check this panel out, yo. This is sick. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. The detail in that is amazing. Like, look at that. A little closer look at Venom. Look at that. Guns. Kind of looks like it reminds me of basically of Al Simmons' Spawn. Look at that. Closer look. Total beast mode. I love the way Ryan Stigma illustrates in the white, and I love the way Donny Cates basically has written this book from beginning to end. I've enjoyed this issue so much. I just can't wait for this issue 7 to see how it all plays out. But it was really nice to see basically in this issue how Eddie gets tested the most in regards to who he is, what he is, how he's feeling, and what he's willing to do to basically to kill God, the sacrifices he's willing to make to basically to end this carnage that's been kicking off from issue 1 to issue 6. Question of the day: what comic books are you currently reading now? What would you recommend to me? And out of these 2 books here, are you currently reading them or aren't you reading them? That's actually a lot of questions. It's not actually a question of the day, it's questions of the day. And of course, if you're not into comic books and you can recommend me any type of books to read that you are currently reading that you love, that are not comic book related, feel free to basically to just drop a comments literally in the YouTube description bar. Hit me up on my social media platforms, being Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or whatever it might be, and just DM me or email me at info@djcava.co.uk with what you would recommend me to read. So with that being said, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen from all around the world, if you're watching me, if you're listening to me right now on the podcast, which I really hope you are, because the podcasts are so cool, man. They're just so amazing. Like it's just so cool. The podcasts are cool. Anyways, click, like, smash, bash, punch, kick, adamantium, vibranium, Iron Fist, Wilson Fisk, Daredevil Season 3 out next month, October the 19th. Make sure you punch that Netflix subscribe button. Punch that YouTube, IGTV, iTunes, Twitter, Instagram follow button. Hit that YouTube bell button so you get notified when my new videos come out. And of course, I'll catch you guys and girls later on today, tomorrow, with another VLOG. No, it's not a vlog. Why did I say vlog? That's because I didn't do the vlog yesterday, which means I'm going to do the vlog today. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.